Did you know that God will give you wisdom to get through the test you think you're about to fail? He will also put you in rooms where wisdom is already there. You just have to go grab it. That's the kind of God we serve. Welcome to the Wisdom Room.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wisdom Room podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Crump, and being as it's Mother's Day, today's episode is entitled A Mother's Wisdom. I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I want to send a special happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love you, we support you, and this episode is meant to help guide and give wisdom to mothers out there, and also for the fellas an insight into what mothers go through. I'm excited to have my guests here today, and my first guest is definitely a special one to me. My first guest is a mother of three, a Bella of four girls, a licensed cosmetologist and cosmetology instructor in Maryland and Virginia. She's currently a manager of a large beauty supply chain store, Cosmoprof. She enjoys her time with her kids and her grandkids, will always have a passion for hair. She's a caregiver to my Nana and still trying to discover what enjoyment she can add to her life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wisdom Room podcast. My mom, Tracy Carter. Mom, hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I definitely knew that I had to have you on, especially it being Mother's Day. And thank God that the schedules worked out to where you could come down and join me in the actual Wisdom Room. Yeah, definitely. It's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to have you as my mom. And I think with all that you've been through in parenthood, that sharing your experiences, your testimony, and your wisdom gained will help a mother out here.
Hopefully so.
And so I again, just thank you for being on. We got some questions that we're going to go through. And I know that, again, somebody's going to learn something here today.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah. You want to open with anything?
I'm very proud of you, where you're going, where you're headed. The man you've become, still becoming. And I wish you much success in this journey you're on.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You. It's good to hear that.
Absolutely.
We've had our path. And I haven't always been the best son. I can take accountability for that, through my 20s.
Growing pains?
Yeah, especially through my late teenage and 20s. I put y'all through the ringer. Well, probably, as a kid too, I was very energetic.
Nonstop.
But yeah, I'm for you to say that now. I think it means so much more, because of my maturation process, and to hear that you're proud of me definitely means a lot. Yeah,
you're growing.
Yeah, definitely. But these questions are going to take us down a journey, and we'll see what kind of wisdom you can share with my audience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's start with how did motherhood change how you saw yourself as a woman?
Hmm. Well, as a young mom, a teenage mom, um, it was, I lost a lot of myself because I had to pour it into you. Um, because it's you. There's a. I had my oldest sister Barbara, your auntie B.
B.
Um, she was a young mother as well. She was a teenage mom as well, um, and I'll never forget it. She instilled in me. She was like, "Look, you're bringing a life into this world. It's no longer about you. There are times when yes, you have to be a little selfish for yourself, but this little human is 100% dependent on you for everything." Um, so I did lose a little. Some years were a lot, um, but they were also learning years. I mean, there was a lot of times that you and I learned things together.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's self-help books out there. There's your village. There's your support, um, your core. Um, and I think because every experience is not exactly cut and dry. Becoming a mom, going through the stages, the ages. There's not a written manual out there. It's not.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's, you're going to experience it, lesson, grow with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice. What part of your identity did you have to fight to keep?
A little bit of independence.
Mhm.
Because again, it goes back, it's not about you.
Mhm.
I think I took that very seriously in the beginning years.
Mhm.
I had a support system. I had my parents, I had my sisters, um, and my closest core friends. But I didn't lean into them very hard. There were times where I had a little bit of a time and space for self, but I didn't take it all. I didn't take every opportunity because those words stuck to me.
Yeah.
They stuck with me.
Mhm.
They brought value to what I needed to give to you as a child. So,
Well, I'm grateful for that.
Good.
Definitely.
I don't feel like I missed out because the world the way it was when you were. 1987 was the 80s.
It was a great year. Let's start with
It
that.
was a great year. A lot of things happened that year, but
Yeah.
that time in life, in the world was just
Yeah.
it was way different than it is now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Was I easy to raise, or did I give you a run for your money?
Run for the money for 500, Alex. You kept me on my toes. There was never a dull moment. Very active, in the womb, out the womb.
Yeah.
Heavily active. You. Everything excited you. You wanted to know everything. You were into it, into everything. And you didn't crawl. You half crawled and then went right to walking. 8 months old.
Yeah.
The fact that you came out a 3-month-old, that was already in itself.
Yeah, 9 pounds 5 ounces, 21 inches long. That's
It's huge first baby.
yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did. You gave me a run for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You did.
I hope you got your
Some
money's
of
worth.
it, a lot of it was fun times.
Yeah.
Some of it was just like, ooh, I'm gonna get
Yeah. I can remember us going to Forestville Mall,
you. Ooh.
and the arcade. There was a basketball hoop there, and I can remember just draining, like just shooting. So,
Mhm.
but I mean, those times when I was young, before Bree and Bly got here, were where it was just us.
Yeah.
Those I have vivid memories of those days. And so taking the time to get me out to make those memories, let my energy go a little bit. I do remember those. Us being in Siouxland, District Heights, and for the time period that was,
Yeah,
you definitely had to be protective of me.
absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't no joke around
That
there.
was a fear back in that time period
Hmm.
where you know you kept your kids were latched to your hip.
Yeah,
There were a lot of children and um, young people that were being literally taken,
yeah, abducted. Hmm.
abducted. And when you look at those times to this day that we live in,
Yeah,
it is extraordinarily
yeah.
bigger.
There weren't Amber Alerts back then.
Not then, no.
Yeah, so
Mm-mm.
I can only imagine the stress of letting your child play outside, not knowing what could possibly happen.
Mhm.
As a mother, I know that's a fear.
It was rare that we, and I say we, me, your nana,
Mhm.
in the younger years, the toddler that
Mhm.
you were, no, you weren't going outside by yourself.
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-mm.
This is funny. I remember you would go to work, and I'd stay there with Nana, and I was a fast young man. I had speed, and
Nonstop.
but Nana used to just sit on the front porch, and she would time me, and see how long it took me to run around the
The
house.
whole yard.
But
Mhm.
yeah, but our yard was fenced in, and there
Yes.
was no going outside of that fence.
Mhm.
And looking back on it, it was for protective reasons.
Yeah.
But still, I made it around the house in like 7 seconds. I was trying to get that time down.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Run for the money.
yeah, definitely having Nana and Pawpaw around. I'm blessed to have my Nana, who's gonna watch this, and I want to say to you, Nana, happy Mother's Day. I love you. I miss you. I will see you soon. We'll chat. You do take care of Nana.
I do.
And I thank you for that. I don't know if anyone's actually, thanked you for caring for her. So,
Thank you.
for as much as she means to me, for as much as the daily, you know, um, you know, care of my grandmother, like
Hmm.
if no one's thanked you, I thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's as a caregiver, it can be a thankless job,
Mhm.
but we have our moments,
Yeah.
good, bad, and indifferent.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it can be challenging, but it's my mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I get
it's
that.
mom.
Yeah. I wipe your butt when you get old.
That's the thing. I was like, I told you kids, I there's gonna come a time where I might need that service,
Yeah.
but I want you all to be able to, live your lives, take
Mhm.
care of your families
Well, I think
without having that kind of stress. I was like, put me in old folks home.
no. Well, I think when you've raised good kids
Mhm.
and you care for them and you do right by them, they'll do right by you in the second half.
Mhm.
So between me, Bree, and Bly, we'll make
Well,
it.
it's like I said, just come bring me some fast food and some good sweets and visit, and
All right.
I'll be all right.
Cool. I'll bring you a cup of Starbucks coffee.
Damn.
I bought you for Mother's Day a couple years ago. I bought you a Keurig, trying to
I
cut down.
still have her.
I know, trying to cut down at least 3 of the 5 visits that you would do at Starbucks a day.
That's excessive.
No, I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, mom definitely a coffee drinker.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a coffee drinker, and I you've really despised this, but I think I told you not too long ago, a couple of years ago, that I've been stealing a sip of your coffee for forever.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
She yeah, but she makes the best cup of coffee. I don't know, like I don't care how many times I try to replicate it. I can't get that yeah. So not living with you now is something
You
because
gotta find your perfect cup.
well,
Fill
it'll
her up.
never be that though.
No, some things,
Yeah.
it's just the mother's touch.
Yeah. Want to switch gears a little bit. So I do have 2 younger siblings. They're not as cool as me, but they're here. Brianna and Belai. Us 3, we have we were raised together by you and my dad, Alfonso. Talk to me about the difference in raising me as opposed to Bree and Belai.
Well, again, teenager, single parent, single mom. Still had my parents um, were there. They were present. They supported a lot. Um, and even with your core, your close knit folks in your circle, you still feel. I'll speak for myself. I still felt like alone. It was me and you.
Yeah.
So I would say, no, I know. The difference was that I had a strong partner in Alfonso. He was strong with you. And then, of course, when Bree came, even the pregnancies were completely different. It wasn't as overwhelming and stress from feeling, how am I going to do this? But I'll figure it out and I'll find a way to, I had him as my rock, and I wasn't alone. And it was that partnership. And so with your siblings, it was different. It was different.
Yeah. Especially with Alfonso being there and the structure, the stability
Yes.
that was provided.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can imagine as a mom, it was definitely an easier experience for you to have them two,
Absolutely.
knowing that, you had we had a foundation set. Yeah. A lot of mothers or a lot of single mothers who have a child and then, meet someone and start their family,
Right.
it can be, it's night and day. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't always, this. We had rocky road times. Me, you, and Al. I mean, it was like, how does he fit into our world, and how do we fit in and make it all mesh together? So yeah, it was. We had good times. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. We had good times.
We had great times.
When it was just you, and then of course when your siblings came.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of adapting to. I wasn't as structured coming up as he was, so I embraced it. Some things I had to like dig deep, and like what's going on here, but the outcome and I would just say the outcome was on point.
How did you feel, and how did you allow Alfonso to discipline me, even knowing that, I'm it, technically I'm not, his.
Hmm. It was hard. It
Mm,
was hard for me to sometimes stand back and watch,
mhm.
um, because it was you and I for a good couple years.
Right.
Um, and then I had to think like, this is my solid.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna let you. I have to let you be you,
Mhm.
but I also have to let him in and step back a minute to allow him, because sometimes as the mom with a kid entering into a relationship, it's like you're like, what are you doing?
Mhm.
You can't do that.
Right.
Um, I mean, there were times where I was like, whoa, but there were also times where very deserving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I was gonna get to that because
But it was a learning and adaptation to the difference.
yeah, because I mean, I was a boy. I was a boy who got into things, who didn't always listen,
Hmm.
and with Alfonso coming in and setting the tone and discipline, I got popped when I was out of line. It was never abuse, but for you as a mother to sit back and watch him discipline me, I'm
Hmm.
sure that wasn't easy,
No, it
but
wasn't.
I think the fact that and what you just said was, I deserved it sometimes. It was
Hmm.
necessary
Hmm.
because I don't become the disciplined man that I am today without you stepping back and letting him,
Hmm.
you know, discipline me when I needed it.
Right.
Yeah. And I thank Alfonso. I thank you for one choosing Alfonso and then, you know, allowing him to be a
Hmm.
disciplinarian because there are times where women will bring a man in, but there's a boundary there
Yes.
that man can't cross, and it's hard to be a parent
Hmm.
when that boundary is there, and you can't discipline this one like you discipline that one. So
But like I
it
said, there were times where it was just like, I had to. It was hard to look and
to watch me
watch.
get lit up because I was
Yeah,
doing something I
because
shouldn't have
for
been
the
doing.
longest time it was just me,
Right.
you know, and then to
And you popped me my fair share of times. I mean, when I
oh,
was out of line,
absolutely
yeah.
take
Uh,
things away and you'd scream your head off and you'd have a moment.
yeah.
Um,
So I thank you for the spankings too.
well, out of love.
Yeah.
Oh, there's you, and I need to put that picture inside of this. I got your DNA, boy.
Oh, look
Got
at
your
that.
first tooth too.
My first tooth and my hair in there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got your DNA.
Oh, it's not going
What is
anywhere.
this?
This has your name on it.
Surname Hospital. Brandon Anthony Crump. Oh, that's their certificate that you were born.
Yeah, I was born on a Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Your record of birth.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy Deanna Crump. Look at your feet print. You had dirty feet.
Her little feet. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, Southern Maryland Hospital. You were born there too?
No, I was
No.
born at Cape Fritz, which is turned into Greater Southeast, and then see, your grandfather can't take no pictures. You were in the playpen, contained.
For the moment.
Kindergarten.
No, this is wild. Well, hold on to that thought. The kindergarten one. Oh, look at that portrait. I was old enough to have
Polaroids.
of me.
I wrote on everything.
Well, let's start with my first haircut.
Look.
Oh,
Oh, that's both, I
yeah,
guess.
that is.
Kept
So,
it all.
Yeah, but that's the hair. It's my first haircut. Well, Mom,
Son,
how are you?
I'm good.
Good. We are
Found some
sitting.
artifacts.
We found some artifacts.
Now that we're both dinosaurs.
Right. Well,
I am, but you know.
I guess we are. I'm getting there. I'm almost
Yeah.
there. We are gonna sit here and go through my baby album. I'm the one that made you a mom.
You did?
So she kept good records and good documents. I was born on December 15th, 1987. 9 pounds 5 ounces, 21 inches long. And that's what I was looking at that. You kept notes. First things first, your handwriting has always been impeccable.
Thank you very much.
In
I practiced a lot.
Yeah. In February of 89, Brandon started to point at things. Everything is that. He has cut his molars all at the same time. Kisses people with his mouth.
Ew.
Jesus. I'll read the next one.
15 months. I did every couple of months, it looks like.
Yeah.
Brandon's trying to count. He says 1. Has been screeching to get attention. Tries to say mommy instead of mama. And every evening he meets his pawpaw at the door to take his hat. Oh.
Yeah. May of 89, 17 months. This month has been an adventure. Brandon makes sure to get...
What's that? Run for the money.
Brandon makes sure he gets into the kitchen drawers and cabinets, flips cushions off the couch, recognizes animals on TV and in person. He also turns on the oven, stereo, recognizes family and most friends. He still wears a 4T clothes, wears a 6.5 hard sole shoe, and a 7 in tennis shoes. Weighs 32 pounds and is 33 inches tall. It's a big baby.
You came out 3 months old.
I mean, what can I say?
62 pounds I gained with you.
Yeah. What's that last one say?
June of 89. You're 18 months. This month hasn't really been much different from the last month. He's talking a lot in the last 2 months. Says mom, nana, baby, ball, shoes. Also knows where his eyes, ears, and nose and toes, teeth are. He isn't scared of the dark. Goes up and down the stairs with no problem. Oh, knows how to get out the front door, out the gate in the yard, and takes off down the street. That's a great reminder.
Yeah,
because
let's hear it.
When the one time that you've done that, I remember you were literally, it was summertime.
Mm-hmm.
All you had on was a diaper. Out the front door, down the steps, out the gate, halfway down the street before we realized the door was slammed. I said, where are you going? And I'm chasing you down the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know where you were going?
Where? Are you asking me?
To the mailbox.
Oh.
The big mailbox.
Oh, yeah. At the end of, right at Edfield.
The end of the street, yep.
Yep, I remember.
That was the longest run I had taken in a minute.
I had somewhere to be.
Yeah, well.
So. We also have pictures of my first haircut and the hair. I had a whole bush. But they were the most luxurious curls. And now I'm looking at a picture that I'm crying my face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul.
April 23rd, 1989.
Yeah, Paul gave me my first haircut.
Dude was jacked up too. He wouldn't sit still. He wasn't having it.
Listen, I had somewhere to be.
Well.
Is that more of my hair?
Yes.
Okay, let's leave that.
I don't know. Hopefully it'll stay in there.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Why God made little boys.
Read it.
God
Right.
made a world out of his dreams, of wondrous mountains, oceans, and streams, prairies and plains, and wooded land, then paused and thought, I need someone to stand. On top of the mountains to conquer the seas, explore the plains and climb the trees, someone to start out small and grow, sturdy, strong like a tree, and so. You need to keep this.
I
You
do.
give this, yeah.
Yeah.
He created boys full of spirit and fun to explore and conquer, to romp and run. With dirty faces, banged up chins, with courageous hearts and boyish grins. When he had completed the task he'd begun, he surely said, that's a job well done.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, look at
Oh.
you.
I'm tearing up your stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, it has the tree. And it just
Mhm.
describes you perfectly.
Hmm.
That was baby shower,
Baby shower.
November 28th, 1987.
Hmm.
That was at church.
It was at church.
No.
That's grandmommy.
It was not at church.
That's in someone's living room.
That was at the Thornley's house.
Mm.
One of them.
Mm-hmm. I saw them.
My bridal shower was at Denise's house.
I saw them at a party I bartended, and I love the Thornleys. I miss them.
They're just so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of black hair, big hands and feet.
Yeah, I was big.
You were big.
Yeah, look
There's
at
the
that, man. No, they took my pacifier. You know.
No, you had just had the deed done for baby.
Oh, Jesus! And then y'all
Yes.
snapped the picture.
I didn't have a choice. We were on the way out the door.
Oh well.
They were trying to get rid of us. Do you want to hold us?
Well, I can imagine why I was pissed.
You were really mad.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I don't know why they decided to do that right the day you leave to go home, as if we're not already stressed out enough.
Yeah, I'm red too.
And I had a C-section. Oh, you're mad.
Yeah. That's wild. Mhm.
It's our bracelets.
Let's read that.
Oh, mother's message. Brandon, what a joy you have become in mommy's life. You're truly special and one of a kind. For 9.5 months, you were just a vision to me, as well as kicking, punching, and staying awake all night long. But once you arrived, late, you are more than just a vision. You're a little life that I helped create. And I have never been more proud of myself than when I saw you. All 10 toes and fingers, healthy, beautiful, black hair, brown eyes, and very big, underlined. I loved you from the moment I found out you were conceived. You are truly special. I guess when you're older and able to understand things, I will explain to you.
Go ahead.
Explain to you why your real father isn't a prominent part of your life. And because he isn't, it's not your fault at all. And the day will come when I can let you know from my heart why you are a special gift to me. Life goes by so quickly, and you will later learn that. But if nothing else, learn not to take every day for granted. Remember, you will always be loved because you're my little miracle and my, looks like life.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of love, hugs, kisses. Love, mommy. Oh, news headlines when you were born.
First, no, hold on. Let's stop here. You put a redskin something in my big.
I don't. I some of this might be just
big. Well, the world as it was. News
Then.
headlines. President Reagan.
Mikhail Gorbachev went to
DC.
DC Superpower Summit on
Also,
removing missiles from both countries. Isn't that ironic how That was then in the state of our country and world right now.
Yeah. Reagan was the president. Schaefer was the governor of Maryland. Popular entertainers: Eddie Murphy, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, Luther Vandross. No, but this is what I'm talking about. Big names in sports. Football, Doug Williams. Why would she ever put a Redskins player
Because I was
in
a Redskins fan. Get over it.
basketball? Magic Johnson. I mean, I love, like, Magic is, I watched him at the end of his Lakers career. That's why I'm a Lakers fan. Boxing: Mike Tyson. There, he was knocking.
I don't know why I
everybody
put that in. That was stupid.
out. Popular movies: Fatal Attraction.
Coming to America.
Yeah, 3 Men and a Baby. The fashion and fads were bleached jeans, sweatsuits, Fila, Adidas, and Reebok.
Jam shorts.
And jam shorts. My mom used to have this
Oh gosh.
salt and pepper with asymmetrical bob.
Yeah.
Comb over. She had the 9 earrings in one ear and 7 in the other, and
This is the thing to do.
yeah, push it. That's the house I was running around.
The gate you blew off.
Yeah, you know.
Mhm.
Listen, that house looks so different now, though.
It does.
It's-
They gutted the whole thing inside. Nothing is the same. If
Yeah.
you go on.
It's actually, yeah, I saw it. I've seen a couple pictures
Yeah.
of it inside. I remember my doctor's appointment, Dr. Hojati.
that man.
Oh,
Caught,
I kicked him so hard in
he
the.
caught the business. Brandon had them hard sole shoes on.
Oh, I gave him a whole Leonidas 300 kick straight to the groin. I never
Yeah.
apologized for
He
that.
well, you were too young too. And I'm sure that's not the worst he's ever gotten as a pediatrician.
He signed up for that.
Mm-hmm.
I broke out in a rash
Yeah.
at a month old.
Yeah.
You dog mishaps and illnesses. That's funny. Scratched himself under left eye. That was June of '88.
Rolled off the
I
bed.
rolled off the couch.
Lose your eyeball.
Oh yeah, we got hit by a BFI trash truck.
Did we? Oh, I'll never forget that.
That's wild.
You're at 7-Eleven. That thing came out of nowhere. I was backing out of a parking spot. And it was odd because, back then car seats were not, mandatory.
Mm.
You had a seat with what's that? They weren't Velcro. It's like that hard yarn. I can't describe it. Like fiber. It was fiber straps, like high chair straps.
Right.
And it wasn't a requirement for you to be in the seat.
Right.
Well, luckily you weren't,
Mm.
because the trash truck would have smashed right into you.
Oh,
Mom had you on her front, on her lap in the front seat.
Oh man, the
Mhm.
'80s. It was great.
Threw his leg over the side of the playpen, pulled himself over, and fell on his head.
February 1st of '89.
Yeah. That
It's just what
that playpen wasn't containing much after that.
Very first word spoken was "bye bye" and "mama." Mm-hmm.
I wrote down everything.
You wrote down everything.
I wrote down everything.
December 15th, '92. Shoot, Bree
was here.
Bree was here.
Sam and Javon. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. This year was celebrating the Barney the dinosaur era. Had Barney cake too. Oh man. Today Brandon went to church for the first time. Didn't sit through the whole service because first he was hungry, then he had a dirty diaper. Everyone wanted to spoil him to death. Mommy loves you, Brandon. That was January 3rd of 1988.
Mm-hmm.
February 21st of '88. Mommy and Brandon went to church today. All the ladies just went
went crazy.
crazy. Dressed you up in your salon
Your sailor suit.
sailor suit.
Aunt Barbara bought.
Oh yeah. Mommy and Brandon went to church once again.
They paid more attention to Brandon than the service.
After church,
Went to Aunt
we
Barbara.
went to Aunt Barbara's and then came to Aunt Debbie's for dinner. Sheesh.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Oh, I didn't see the top of religious events.
Mother's Day, 1988.
Mm.
Brandon was dedicated at Suitland Christian Church by Pat Miles.
His name was Miles? I thought it was Mills.
No, Miles.
First day of school.
I do have a picture.
Miss Melvin was, oh my gosh, my kindergarten teacher, Miss Melvin. You know, I was a rambunctious child, but by the time I got to kindergarten, I do remember like mellowing out. Like when I was
You did.
at school, I remember, you know.
You like to learn, though.
Yeah.
You did like to learn. I know that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, this guy here went to my elementary school that I went to. And I'll never forget the day we went to register him. I walk in the door, and who is standing in the front but Mr. Wallace?
Mm-hmm.
And as most people know, everybody knows the janitor. Because to me, he was the coolest cat my whole time there. And I walk in the door, and he said, "Oh, no." I said, "Oh, yeah. Yeah."
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Why am I sitting like this?
Because you were smiling.
I'm smiling with my head cocked to the side. First day of school, August 31st, 92, Carmody Hills. Teacher, Miss Melvin. Rode the bus with no problem. Didn't cry at all, but Mommy sure did.
I did. I was hot on that bumper, though.
Brandon also learned how to ride his bike without training wheels. Ruined 2 pairs of shoes using them as brakes. Here's one. And I have a picture to go with this. I will post this. But if I was ever looking back on it, I was probably fine with it. But now, no, turn back to that page. It says, on February 9th, 1993, Brandon performed in the Black History program and recited a poem. And there's a picture to go with this because she dressed me in the most 90s.
Are you going to say the purple?
The purple blazer.
No, that was your graduation.
No, it was that.
That was your kindergarten graduation.
I thought that was when I was the narrator.
Because Mom and Aunt Barbara came.
Oh, well, maybe either way, these people dressed me in the most 90s purple blazer you could think of, shoulder pads, like I was a linebacker.
Looking like special ed. For those of you who know.
My teeth.
Your first tooth.
My first tooth. How'd that
If you ever come up missing, I will have DNA to find you.
Okay, good. I don't
anticipate that because you're a big kid now.
Yeah,
so
it's there if we need it. Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
First airplane ride.
August 20th to 27th, 1988. You know, Mel told me I was born in the 1900s. It got to me.
I felt that the other day.
Yeah.
Those of you who were born in the 1900s.
This picture with Aunt Barbara, and Aunt Barbara holding me and you holding Carrie.
I know.
So. Oh, Jesus. No, we're not doing this one. What we're not going to do. I don't know why. Like he said 3, 2, 1, and I was just like,
huh? Mm-hmm. I think this was a song that the day you were dedicated, Mr. and Mrs. Thornley's daughter, Connie,
Mm-hmm.
She sang it.
Mm.
More haircuts.
More haircut.
Like, stop.
Yeah. Had a lot of hair. Oh, you were so mad when I did this.
I was livid.
Oh man.
Livid.
Football pitcher.
You could have named them on the back or on the front, but
No, but
he
instead-
drew lines.
Yeah. Hold it up. So everybody's name comes off of there. Let me see that. Matter of fact.
This?
Yeah, let me see this.
Went to Hard Bargain Farm.
I smacked the cow's udder
Stop. I don't want to hear that.
and it mooed like really
Okay.
loud. It was hilarious. Man, look at the people in this one. Sheesh. Bobby Brown, Justin Armiger, Tracy Jones, Brandon Price, Zalonis, Eric Bean, Todd Paragoy, Scott Carroll, me. I wore a neck roll. Whose idea was it to put me in a neck roll?
I don't.
I was a beast though.
You did. You had a lot of sacks.
Yeah,
I have that in one of these pictures.
yeah. Oh, Waldorf Wildcats.
Yeah, that part.
It's Polaroid though. What do you think? Well, are we at Nana and Popo's in this one?
Yeah.
Dressed in the '90s denim.
Yeah, that bleach wash stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's mom and dad's house. It's paneling back there.
Wow. Well, thank you for keeping records of me.
You were truly the adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah. We could go through Balai's, but Balai doesn't have a baby book.
Yes,
Well,
he does.
He has
And
it.
let's not do that. Look, it's so
Yeah.
beat up. It's not.
Well, those
It's
are
30-some years old.
pictures.
Lots of pictures.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Up on the counter.
Yep.
Yep. Up on the kitchen
For
counter.
the salt shakers.
Yep.
Now that's your great grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
Nana's mom.
Yep. Methvin.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Jenny Louise. Jennifer.
Jennifer. Cool glasses.
Mm-hmm. This was your birthday. Look.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle. I was big on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think my 4th birthday, we had it at the church, and every present that I got was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sherry. Yeah.
Sherry Launeberger.
Your first one was big.
Mm-hmm. Look at Tracy.
Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure whose baby girl that is. Does it have a name?
I'm about to say, look.
That's Tallis.
I thought, when I looked at it, I was like, that looked like Tweet.
How did that get in here, though?
I don't know.
It's you. You.
No, I promise you, even to this day, I've never seen that picture.
Oh, it wasn't me. You're a big bird.
Mm-hmm.
You were big into Sesame Street, though. You were
Yeah.
really big into Sesame Street.
It taught me how to count.
Taught you a lot.
Look at that. Look at that haircut.
Shut your face. Look at Denise's hair.
Yeah.
Bart.
Bart Simpson. Mm.
You were big on Bart and the Ninja Turtles.
Look at Shannon.
No.
Mo was so mad that Grandma had them put on church clothes.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at the tux though.
That's the bow tie.
That's the bow tie.
Plaid.
I'm gonna wear this one day.
Oh my gosh.
It's hilarious.
Look at your dad was doing your makeup for Halloween.
Yeah. Yep.
Those were the days.
Yeah, I know, right?
Y'all were so little.
I was so mad
You were.
because we couldn't go get ice cream.
Yeah, I know. I had all three of you. I had you, Carrie, and little Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, have mercy.
yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
You were big as Carrie. Y'all were same age.
Yeah.
That's my baby picture.
Yep. That's me and you.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Oh
You hadn't come yet.
no. You're
Almost.
I'm in there.
Yeah, this is you.
Yeah.
Because Carrie's already here and she's just a baby.
Yeah.
Sailor suits.
Sailor suit. I post that every once in a while.
I know you do.
Look at that gangster.
Mm-hmm. I'll be all tough.
I was tough though.
Yeah, you are.
I was a hothead though.
You couldn't tell you nothing.
Honestly. Yeah. All my newspaper clippings.
Yeah, there's a lot of these.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Chunky there.
Yeah, that's I remember this. So this was 7th grade because at the end of 6th grade we went to that's when I was going to the beach with Denise and the Cocos. And that summer I ate peanut butter and jelly sandwich for like 3 weeks straight. And I came like, oh Jesus. Why would I ever this one? Why would I ever have this bush with a headband and an armband?
Because it was the thing to do then.
Guess so.
It was the fad.
Yeah. White headband and black armband is wild work.
Yeah.
I made the front page that day.
Well, here's a bigger picture of that.
I don't want to see that, Mom. That looks like Alfonso's handwriting.
Yeah, these. I probably cut them out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of those cards and stuff.
Yeah, those are all mine.
That's your senior pictures, I think.
I think those are over there.
Jennifer Elementary. Miss Guy.
You
You were a media center helper. So proud of you.
Let's see, what else?
Honor roll.
Honor roll.
That was
The first,
second, and third quarter. And that's Miss Artist. You loved her.
I love Ms. Artist. Why was I always on the counter?
Because you were everywhere. You were acrobat.
Well, that was a fun trip down memory lane.
You put all this piecework back together because it's
I took it
falling
once.
apart.
I took it once.
Yeah.
And she always complains because I never brought it back, but somehow it made it back to her. So
It's called demanding the release
I am gonna
of
keep
your
this
stuff.
though. I like this. But my haircut and my curls, I can't believe y'all took my curls. They're back.
You
bro.
were Bushwhack Bill. They had to go. You don't want these?
Well, Mom, thanks for the trip down memory lane.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for documenting me.
Please don't go
Uh-huh.
Please don't go there.
Okay. Well,
But no, those were milestones.
Yeah.
Probably more so when you were a little more containable, because after that it was like, yeah, I don't have time to write. I have to run.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well,
that part.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too. Good job, buddy. Good job. You doing it? Mwah. Put your bow tie on. Be a distinguished. You could probably put it right there.
Not on my beard.
Yes.
Not on my beard. This is happening, isn't it?
Now your Merry Christmas in that suit that it went to. Oh shoot, that's not gonna stay. I think I messed the clip up.
Well, I mean, this is
See, this is the goofy part.
the goofy part.
This is the goofy part. Gotta laugh.
Gotta laugh. So now I have a bow tie on my beard, and this has not been worn in 30.
It's been a minute.
Years. How old was I in that?
I don't know, but I know. I think I bought that from the store that Danae and I worked at called Mother Care in Forestville Mall.
Yeah.
Each one of you got smoother. And with each one of you, I think I also had to try to figure out how I got to be patient. I got to hear them out.
Mhm.
Sometimes I didn't hear you out, any of you. I tried to get more patient with each one of you as you came. Because, this, not stress, but the anxiousness of, am I doing it right? Am I getting this? Are they meeting their milestones? It was intense, but I think each one of you, I got a little more relaxed, where everything wasn't so rigid. Like, no, I got to get this, and I got to get that. So that's got to wait. So I think I relaxed with each one of you. Patience had to be one of those things that I had to learn with each one of you differently. So
Yeah.
I still struggle in that department.
Well, you're a lot better. We
Try.
Yeah, we've had our, especially me and you, we've had our bump heads moment.
Absolutely.
Where we always, I don't know where I got the instinct to we would always try to get the last word.
Yes.
And it looking back on it, I mean, we don't have the same issues that we had then.
No.
But, I apologize for that, because just looking back, I had a smart mouth, and I definitely got it, honestly. But, understanding the order, that God's order now, children obey your parents. There were times where I disobeyed you all, and backtalked y'all. I called L's for it, but just looking back on it,
And those have consequences, and hopefully they were learning lessons.
definitely, I've definitely learned a lot from my experience as a son. I've been in relationships with women who have sons, and I've seen it. I've seen me in them, and I think back, I was like, man, I was a terror at certain points.
9 months, 2, 4, 6, 8. No,
So what about our teenage years? Let's talk about all three of our teenage years. Like, how did you as a mom progress into raising your 3 kids in their teenage years?
I tried really hard to stay up with the times, because if I think, especially when you were getting there, the whole social media blast was about to become.
Yeah.
I remember the day you said, "What do you mean you're on Facebook? What do you know about that?"
Right.
And I remember that.
I remember getting that friend request. I was like, wait, what?
What does she know about this?
Yeah.
But I think, staying up with the current activity, because it's, my teenage years are totally different. Time changes lots of things.
Yeah.
So keeping up with what you all are embarking on and experiencing out there, I wanted to stay in tune with that, at least pieces of it, so that I could be prepared a little bit when you say, "Mom, here we go.
Right.
This is what's going on." So I'm not so dumbfounded,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The technology boom has changed parenting in general.
Oh, yeah.
They have the world at their hands,
Oh, absolutely.
as opposed to, we had dial up.
True.
We had AOL.
But you also had outdoors.
Yeah, and I think
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't play outside anymore because they're so here. They're in their phones and iPads, and as parents, it's easy to just give them the the iPad and let the iPad babysit them.
And it's not so far off when I say that, because you all, you know, even we had television.
Right. Yeah.
And that was like plop you down in your high chair with your meal and you're eating TV. It's no different than my generation sitting down on Saturday morning with a bowl of cereal and watching cartoons.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it was a distraction, but we also knew that sun is up.
Yeah.
Out the door.
Yeah.
See you before dark.
Yep. I that's Acton Village right there.
But you
Yeah.
tried that a lot.
Yeah. But no, being outside is you know, it gives you experience. You know,
Yes.
it gives you social. What am I trying to say? Social
Social skills.
skills. Yeah,
'Cause
social
you're
skills.
interacting with other human beings.
Yeah. We had it. You know, our townhouse in Acton Village was, you know, our right in the front yard was a big field, tennis courts, basketball courts, and then a playground. So I mean, like I had it to where I could go outside, I could be in the field playing football, playing basketball, you know, on the playground, and you all still had it to where you could look out the window and see where I was. But I mean, I had it to where, you know, as long as you're in the house before that street light comes on,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, we're just in a different generation now, you know.
Absolutely.
So, but will we ever be able to get back to that? Like, will kids ever play outside again?
I think that depends on the parenting.
Mm,
You know, take the tablets, take the cell phones, say, look, go outside,
mhm.
walk in the grass barefooted,
Yeah.
go play, go make mud pies. I know they won't do that, but you know,
Mud pies.
I did that. Shows you my age.
Yeah.
Um,
What else did you talk to me about your upbringing? You coming up.
Coming up, I was the brat of 4. And so my siblings were all older than I am.
Yeah, because you're 10 years young. You came 10 years after all 3 of your siblings, right?
Well, they're all about a year, 18 months apart. And then there's 10 years between me and Debbie.
Right.
So that's a gap.
Yeah.
So, and all of the families on the block they were all in that age group, their age group.
Mhm.
So I was the block brat, but the block, baby.
Mhm.
So everybody was,
Protective.
yes, very
Mhm.
much so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I was, again, bringing up your Auntie B. She was a teenager when she had my nephew. So he's 3 years younger than I am. So
Right.
we kind of grew up in the same household for a little while.
Uh-huh.
Like I had a little brother.
Right.
I still do, but
Mhm.
my nephew. But yeah, I mean, he was my playmate for longest, and because there was such that age group or gap on our block.
Yeah.
Until I went to school and found friends.
Mhm.
So
Your passion has always been some sort or form of cosmetology,
Mhm.
hair. Talk to me about your passion as far as doing hair and nails and makeup go. Like, what does it mean to you?
it's still it's still here.
Mhm.
Probably always will be. I knew young, like early elementary, that I felt like this was going to be something I'm going to be doing.
Mhm.
And then the opportunity in high school. Suitland ended up getting their Votech wing.
Mhm.
It was being built in my 9th grade year,
Mhm.
up and running in my 10th. I should have been in there.
Yeah.
I hung out there. I wasn't a student there.
Mhm.
Should have been.
Yeah.
So beyond that, though, 44 and a half was not too old to go to cosmetology school. I did that.
Yeah.
Worked full time through it. school at night. Corporate went another direction, and so did I.
Mhm.
So flipped to day school, graduated early, got my license. President of the school asked me, she said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So definitely behind the chair. I need that experience. I want that experience. But I also feel like teaching was going to be my thing.
Mhm.
By then I had no issue or no reservations about being in front of people or public speaking or delivering something that I was so passionate about to see it click for somebody else.
Right.
So I never left school.
Yeah.
She hired me the day that on my exit interview.
Yeah. I was so proud of you for that. Just doing so well in that class that they offered you the teaching position, and
Yeah.
you know, they were long hours, but I know that you enjoyed teaching. I can remember being your study buddy for your state board exam.
Yeah.
And people, I do want you all to know this about my mother. She is one of the most technical cosmetologists ever. When I say technical, it's to the point she taught it. Um, and sharing that, that's who my mother is. She is a very technical woman, a strong woman. And for you to go through that class, for you to then end up teaching that class and sharing your wisdom with students who now cut hair. I think I met one of your students. I sold her a phone, and she's at a shop down in King George.
Mhm.
So you sharing your knowledge with them, made a difference. Everyone loves you.
I would tell them, excuse me, they were, I learned that the process was lengthy. I mean, you saw the kitchen walls were lined with
Mm-hmm.
papers and sticky notes and
Oh,
color wheels.
and I retained some of that knowledge too. I could probably do your whole cut, color, trim, mani
Oh,
pedi. Cuticle to tip is engraved in my head. I would never do it though. Like I would never be responsible for a woman's beauty. Yeah, you got that. But yeah, it was interesting studying with
yeah.
you, testing
Well,
you,
there's,
quizzing you. Yeah.
what I enjoyed with that is seeing the light come on and them getting into it and them
Mhm.
knowing that's when I was a disciplinarian too.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
It's
you was
got to
a
be disciplined to be able to make it in this industry.
well, I had you as a mom. I couldn't imagine having you as a teacher. Jesus. I couldn't.
Well, I will say a lot of the ones that I did teach, they went on to do big and great things.
Mhm.
I mean, some of them are, up north.
Yeah.
In the big city
Uh-huh.
doing their thing. Some of
Yeah.
them are out west doing their thing. I had
Yeah.
the privilege to be a part of that. So their success was my reward.
Amen. Mm.
I always told them that.
Yeah. And even Bethany, she described you as like a mother figure. I do believe that the people that came through
Hmm.
your class, um, thought of you in a motherly sense as well. So
Yeah, I was.
yeah,
I felt like that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears one more time. What was your biggest fear for me as your son?
Um, I would say before an Alfonso was how, how do I get him? Um, who can I rely on to be a male positive figure in your life? I know as a woman and as a mom, I can't give you those things. I can't give it to you like your dad did.
Right.
That was early on. Coming up, I would say you are a biracial child of God. And society is not always kind. I worry about all three of you. You know, the racial inequalities that still happen, that are very prevalent more today, even than back then. You know, as Black young men, it's a different world for you all. I do worry about that. I worry about you. Will you be a good human being from the lessons that you have learned from your parents, from me, from your grandparents? I think you've learned a lot of lessons, life lessons. You've survived them. And you are still here.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Definitely. It's not easy, but
No, absolutely not.
you know, I know as mothers, you will always have a fear of something bad, you know, happening
Yes.
to your sons and daughters. When you bring up race, you know, even though I am lighter skinned,
Mhm.
when that police officer comes to that door, that your car door,
Mhm.
you know, that I always wonder if I am deemed a threat to them based on my race.
Yes.
You know, we went as a society in the early 2020s. We went through a whole couple years of chaos where, you know, we were being murdered on film, and you know, being pulled over just for a simple traffic stop in those times, I
Can
can,
escalate to so many other things that cost people their lives.
yeah, and you
Yes.
know, I even like I said, even though I'm lighter skinned, I'm still in that. I don't know if I need to have my hand on my trigger, you know, um, demographic. So you know, I can I can completely understand how that can be a fear
Mhm.
for a mother. Yeah,
And you know, flip side of that, from a mother's perspective, you know, did I do right? Did I do good? Did I raise you right?
Mm.
You know.
It's so funny you say that because my next question was actually, did you ever question if you were doing things the right way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even, you know, even in conversations, whether it be me and you, me and Bree, me and Bly, not for fear of saying the wrong thing. Sometimes delivery is key, but hearing the truth. You know, there's still times where I'm like, did I take it too far? Maybe I wasn't right. I gotta own it.
Right.
You know, did I do everything right? Absolutely not. No, I don't think. I don't. If everything was perfect, we would be some bored human beings.
Yeah.
Bored.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's, you know, the human experience is, no matter what it is, you know, you got it right every single time. What are you learning?
Right.
What are you learning?
Yeah, definitely. Totally forgot about the Verizon years.
Yeah.
And isn't it funny that you were a Verizon? She worked.
And where are you now?
Right. 411 operator back in those days.
Careful now.
You could call. You could dial 411 and they would give you. It's like a phone book.
What city and state, please?
City and state, please.
Please hold for the number.
Yep. And my mom worked there. I can remember take your kid to work day, and having the headset on. That was dope. And now I am a sales manager at Verizon. I I think that's ironic.
Yeah, that was funny.
But no, that was. But I do remember having you home.
Yeah.
I do remember, you know, while my peers' moms and dads were at work and they were coming home to an empty house,
Yeah.
you know, you were home when we got home.
Yeah.
Homework, you know, chores, you know, things that were to prepare the house for dad to come home. Wifely duties, you know, I can recall you being present.
Yeah.
And
I was very fortunate.
Mhm.
You know, most women, even, well, I can't say so much today because there's so many different opportunities and um, means of income, multiple streams of income to where it can keep, you know, moms at home so that they are completely present
Right.
in the home. I will say, though, I am an unfortunate woman in those days to be able to have that opportunity to be home.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a blessing.
Being able to come home and see your parents in the 90s, end of the 90s, early
To not be
2000s,
such
that
a
was a
latchkey.
commodity.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, now when you went back to work, you know, by that point I'm a little older now, so you know, I have a key, you know. I got my sister and my sister and my brother coming, you know, so
Oh, you had to toe the line with them. Yes, you did.
yeah, you know, we would come home from school and, you know, I would practice wrestling moves on my siblings, you know, sharpshooters, power bombs, you know, top rope stuff, all on y'all bed. Yeah. Asprey and Bly. You
There's
know.
so many things that are coming out later in your years that I'm sure Alfonso and I have no clue.
Oh yeah, no. You know, we straightened up really well. You know, we would hear y'all's car pull up and, you know,
Well, you couldn't miss his vehicle. I mean,
Yeah.
it was always loud.
Yeah, the
but
Suburban was always loud, but
Yeah.
yeah, dog, y'all's bed saw so many power bombs, so many tombstones, so many
You're
sharp.
alive. That's a great thing.
You know,
You
well,
survived
there was one day where we Bly almost didn't make it.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah, no,
Scary.
but I love my siblings. Me, Bree, and Bly. You know, the siblings that I was raised with. We have a unique bond. That, you know, because we had the foundation.
Mhm.
You know, there ain't nothing I won't do for either one of them. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? You all taught me, you know, as the oldest, that I have a responsibility, especially to them too.
Yeah.
Being the oldest is different. You
And it can be tough.
yeah, you the baby, so you don't know nothing.
Yeah,
You don't know-
I don't.
you don't know nothing
Your
about
dad
it.
knows about,
Yeah, but yeah,
being
me
the
and
oldest.
and he groomed me to
Mhm.
understand what it meant to be the oldest. It ain't easy by any means, but yeah, um, but also having a mother that helped groom that as well. Like you told me, if somebody mess with your sister, they're messing with you.
Yeah.
So that motherly instinct, you know, you all prepared me to be the man that I am even to this day. Like nobody messes with Brianna Carter. Nobody messes with Bly Carter. Like, yeah.
She's feisty. She's not gonna let a lot slide, even with her brothers.
Yeah, no,
So-
like, yeah. That's my baby shrimp.
Yes, it is.
Baby shrimp. She used to call me Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, she's so short too. Let's shout out. Hey, short Bree. She get that from you.
Yes.
I got two more questions,
Okay.
and then I got a surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Oh no. Okay.
Yep. Question: if you could sit down with all three of us and say one thing from your heart, what would it be?
From the moment that I knew I love you through and through. Seriously.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Amen.
There you have
Amen.
it.
Yeah. Great answer.
From the heart.
And we knew that.
I
We
know
we,
you
we
did.
know that. We know that. We're fortunate to know that. You know, a lot of people have mom and dad stories, mom stories, and they didn't parent me right, or they let me down. But for us, we've always known your love for us. The things that the life that you put aside for us. So, yeah.
And so and back Danae and I were talking about balance.
Hmm.
Um, it's a teeter totter. I mean,
Hmm.
you want to love on your kids. You want them to know how much they mean to you
Hmm.
every day, all day.
Yeah.
But you have to. We can't always be friends
Hmm.
either.
Right.
Um, we can be friends, but I also am your mom.
Yeah.
I have that's a whole nother responsibility, like, responsible for you.
Yeah.
So,
I I don't think you all ever raised us to be y'all's friends.
no,
You all were always mom and dad. Like, you were always mom. But I think now in our adult years we have time to be friends. But I
yes,
think it's important to parents to, like, you're not your kids' friends. That's when they think that they're on an even level with you.
yes.
And
And you were there for a while. You
yeah.
were, I think all three of you went through that spurt of, you know, I'm getting up, I'm aging, so I'm a little more equal to you. And it's up to the parents to define that. It's either
Hmm.
you're going to let them be your equal, or this goes back to that mold them by the time they're 5. Let them,
Mhm.
know this is
Yeah.
where we are here.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to go. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
as adults we can be friendly.
Hmm.
I'm still your mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah. That part.
part.
One last question.
Okay.
And this is one that is from me.
Okay.
How can I make you proud in this season of my life?
You already have. Um, you've been through a lot
Mm.
from birth to current. Um, I've been through most of all those twists and turns and growing pains.
Mhm.
I've seen progress. I've seen regress, push ahead. Um, and where your journey is leading you now. It's not that I was never proud of, here he is, he's 2 and he's jumping off the back of the couch. Maybe not a proud moment. No.
Yeah.
Because life experiences, teach you lessons.
Mhm.
There were disappointing moments, but you were also growing. You're
Mhm.
growing up.
Yeah.
You don't come out fully grown and then regress.
Right.
But it's just where you're over the last 5 years. I've seen you here, and you're still reaching here
Mhm.
where you're headed. That's going to be an ongoing thing. Proud of you? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I want you to continue on? Yes. Why wouldn't you?
Any advice for me?
For you? Um, Stay true to yourself, because I know you will. Whether it's, soft heart or, you know, skin that's tough as leather.
Yeah.
I don't think you have any issues with that. You are who you are, and you are very concrete about that.
Yeah.
Um, Take time for yourself. Breathe. Go out in this yard. Walk it. Breathe in some fresh air. Smell the roses.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been down here. I'm going to throw this in there. I haven't been down here in quite a while, or as frequent like I used to. But when I pulled up today, the fragrance in the air from just nature just was like euphoric.
Yeah. The country air. Now that I done moved down the country, like I've lived a city
Like
life.
it's consistent now.
Yeah,
It's
like
not
I've been down. Yeah, I've been down here for almost 3 years now, and in this house, for it'll be a year in July, I think. But the country air, the
Mhm.
the nights when I get home and the stars are just amazing, and like you said, that it's euphoric.
Mhm.
I'm never going back. I'm never going back to the city. I love y'all. I'm far enough away where I can get to you all in an hour and a half if I need to.
Yeah.
But even with me working in King George, and my friends was like, "Oh, you closer to home. You might as well come back home." Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
You found your space.
Yeah.
You're finding yourself.
Yeah. And
It's
it's
important.
peace. It's peaceful.
Yes.
I'm at peace. I have joy in my heart. I have a love for the Lord, and in this season, I'm doing my best to be obedient, regardless of what my flesh feels like. But putting this podcast on, walking in my purpose, is, I know that what God has me doing in this season, is what He ordained and what His people need. And I know that makes you proud.
Absolutely.
I was thinking about Isabel the
Mhm.
other day.
Hard not to.
Yeah, I was actually in the house, and Isabel is my grandmother, and she's not with us anymore. But just being in her house and standing there for a moment, and I had a moment where I looked over at the chair that she used to sit in, and just having a moment of just missing her. And what's wild is that next day on the way to work, I saw Renee and Marvin Johnson. We usually pass each other like when I have to work early, and I just called them because they were on an episode of mine a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and I hadn't talked to them since. And I saw them, and I called, and she said, "Hey, we haven't talked, but I just want you to know how proud I am of you, and I want you to know that Isabel would be so proud of what you're doing in life."
Yes, she will
And
be.
and it means a lot to make you all proud,
Mhm.
especially for, like you said, all that I've been through.
Yeah.
For me to come out of this, for God to bring me out of this, and have me doing His work. It Yeah.
I think you've had a lot of life experiences
Yeah.
in your young, tender
Yeah.
30-something.
Thanks for leaving that at that 30 something.
Yeah, I'm going to get rigged on the other one. But anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, evolving.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I thank you for all your support.
I try hard.
I thank you for coming all the way down here today and coming to the Wisdom Room podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's all the questions that I have, right? But
Uh-oh.
I have a surprise for my mom, and the way it came about was between me, my brother, and my sister, we
What are y'all cooked up now?
oh, we've cooked it up. It's
Oh.
cooked, it's baked. It is so good. So, it's Mother's Day. Actually, technically, we're recording on Thursday. So Mother's Day isn't till Sunday. But me, my brother, and my sister decided to give you a Mother's Day present. Are you ready for it?
I don't know that I am, but
Okay.
I'll take it.
I can't wait. So, she went by Brianna's house this morning,
I did.
and Bree said that she needed her to take this down the road. She had no idea what it was, but this is your Mother's Day present. So, Mom, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wait until she opens it, and we're gonna get her reaction.
Yeah, I gotta put that
Yeah,
on.
let's
Vocals on a little bit.
let's do that. Me, my brother, and my sister are hilarious.
Fools.
Yeah, we are,
I know it's something comical.
and she knows that about us.
You
It
wouldn't
is
have it
something
any other
comical.
way.
Yeah.
It's a picture of something.
It is a picture of something.
I'm gonna open it this way
Okay.
because
The anticipation is killing me.
oh,
So good.
the wrapping.
All right, I'll take the wrap. Don't worry, I'm gonna put it up on the and put it down a little bit so they can see your reaction.
Y'all did the Olin Mills, J.C. Penney's
We did a J.C. Penney's photo shoot. We had our white t-shirts, and you will see the poses that we're gonna put on the screen here.
Y'all ridiculous, but I love it.
Oh man, yeah. Show the people what we got.
I don't know if they can see.
I'm sure they can. This one up top was the funniest by far. I had the idea a couple weeks ago to that Mother's Day was coming up, and that we should do a Mother's Day photo shoot. I mean, J.C. Penney photo shoot. So the poses that you
Back
see.
then it was J.C. Penney's.
Uh-huh.
Well, Olin Mills was a little more different, but
Yeah.
you had Olin Mills, you know.
But the poses are but yeah, happy Mother's Day from all of us. And the fact that she brought it down here and didn't even know it is
Yeah.
even better. Turn
Well-
it turn it towards the camera. Oh well.
I don't know.
Yeah. But definitely.
That is definitely right up y'all's alley.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't, you know, I realized this was a picture. I'm like, ooh, what
Yeah.
did y'all do?
Yeah.
I'm glad there's no old photos of me in there.
Oh, well, we'll get to those.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, no, no,
we
no.
got some
No need.
pictures.
No need.
We're going- I definitely want
Thank
to.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, all three of you. But that's hilarious.
We're ridiculous.
They are.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. We worry about you. We pray for you often. I pray for you often. I pray for my siblings often. And
Yeah. We all need that.
yeah, everybody needs that. Well, that is all I got for you. I'm gonna have you stick around.
Okay.
We're gonna do a round table with your best friend and my godmother, Danae.
Okay.
And I that's gonna be a whole thing too. You know, having y'all two in the same. I can only imagine when I
A lot of
start.
similar experiences, and you know, we were in each other's lives, and we were great support to each other.
Yeah.
You know.
You're the godmother of her third daughter, Tracy, who's your namesake. I talked to my big-headed god sister yesterday,
Oh.
and yeah, so our families have always been close. Danae is,
All
I
the way
think,
back to your green bean days. Mhm.
Listen.
I went there today.
yeah, and you know what? In our next segment, we're going to address that. So, stick around. My godmother, Danae,
That's
will
discipline there for you.
Yeah, well, we'll you see how it turned out, right? What you say, concrete, know who I am.
Yeah.
I am
well,
not somebody who enjoys vegetables, and my godmother Danae has a lot to do with that. So,
It's not her fault.
well, we'll talk about that on the next
I'm
segment.
sure you will.
But mom, I definitely want to thank you for being a guest on the Wisdom Room
Thank you for
podcast.
having me.
I thank you again for being my mom.
Thanks for being my son.
Amen.
Amen.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wisdom Room podcast. I'm excited to have my next guest on. My next guest is a mother of 4, a yaya of 6, and an operations manager at Court Business Services for 19 and a half years. She's been a godmother to me for 38 years and a blessing to me personally. Please welcome to the Wisdom Room podcast, my godmother, Danae Scott.
Thank you for having me.
God mama, how you feeling?
Hey, good. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm blessed. And just to have the opportunity to have you come on and share your wisdom is truly a blessing and an honor to me. When we started thinking of this episode, and I definitely knew I wanted to have mom on, but I couldn't have thought of a better pair than her best friend and my godmother to come on and share wisdom. So I definitely, again, want to thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
How-
It's an honor.
how's your day?
Next year, plan better so I can be there in person.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely thought about putting you on a red eye and getting you out of here last night.
Say less, I would have been there.
Yeah, I know. But we definitely got to plan that. Get you out here, get you in the wisdom room.
Yes.
When me and Balai came out to Vegas to see you almost 2 years ago now.
No, it was 3.
Oof. I don't
It was
know, man.
3.
These years are flying, you know.
It was 3
Yeah,
years.
it was
Yep.
3 years ago.
This
But
summer, yep.
yeah, but we had an amazing time.
We
You showed us around. We ate good.
We did.
was,
We
it was-
celebrated your non-birthday.
Yes, I remember that. We did go to a restaurant, and yeah, it was my birthday
Yeah.
in July. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was great.
Lord forgive us, but they came out and they sang a birthday song, and
We
took
were
some
just
pictures.
celebrating. Yeah, it was great.
We always have a good time. I have had you in my life all my life, and you've always been one of the wisest women that I've ever known. I've always known that I could call you and get the real. If I needed to be checked, you were the one to check me. Yeah, I'm definitely happy that God chose you to be my godmother.
It's been an honor and a privilege.
Yeah.
I mean, though I've wanted to, beat you a few times.
Yeah, definitely. And I've definitely I've definitely been in a position where I should have been beat.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get this out the way.
Come on, let's go. Let's talk
you
about
want-
the vegetables.
Yeah, let's get this out the way. a lot of you all know me
Mhm.
personally and know that I am not a fan of vegetables. And I would like to introduce you all to the reason that that I'm not a vegetable fan. My godmother, Danae, my earliest memory in life was, being force fed green beans at age 2, 3.
Stop
It
being
was.
dramatic. I didn't hold you down and shove them down your throat. You're
I don't.
so dramatic.
That's the way I remember it. I just remember, fighting it and.
Okay. All right.
No, but no, I do. I don't. It's a texture thing for me, but I do remember my godmother, who was definitely trying to, give me good nourishment and nutrients.
Exactly. That's right.
But nah, it by the time I turned 5 and 6, and I realized I had a choice. Yeah, I'm not eating those, and I credit you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks. Thanks. I can I can do a one of them green smoothies from Tropical Smoothie though. You
And
know.
see, I'm not there. I can do one as long as it's got a whole lot of sweetener in it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't.
Well, I
I
be
don't.
feeling like I be eating my vegetables when I go there because they be
Well,
putting the
you
spinach in
do.
the
Yeah, yeah. Just add the
yeah.
protein to it too. Make it a full
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's I be eating my vegetables all the time. What you talking about?
Of course you do. Yeah, that's your story. We're gonna stick to it.
Yeah, we're going with that.
All right.
But God, Mama, I got some questions.
All right.
Some thought provoking questions. This is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you as well.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
and with the basis of this episode being a wise mother, um, you know, I have questions that will help somebody that's looking for answers. I do believe that the wisdom that you're going to pour out through these questions will help
I
somebody.
hope so.
So
I
yeah.
hope so. Yeah.
Let's get into it. You know, the term godmother
Yeah,
is kind of loose. It's used loosely in this day and age.
for sure.
When you hear the word godmother and for your responsibility as to us as our godmother, what does that mean to you, and how has it changed over the years?
Oh my word. I mean, what it means to me is if God forbid something happens to your mother and father, you then are my responsibility 100%.
Yeah.
And that it's a lot of responsibility to say, yes, I'm willing to step in if necessary. And it also means to me, like, not just being there for you, but like being there for your mother and supporting her in her darkest times when she needed someone. So I wasn't just there for y'all, I was there for her.
Yeah.
And regarding today, it's just a title. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's, the glitz and the glam. Let's make a t-shirt, I'm in my god
Hmm.
mama mode. And they, and unfortunately, m- most often they're not even able to step in and take that responsibility. I don't even know that they fully understand that's what it is meant to be. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I don't
Yeah.
think that the youth today are just saying, you know, we just gonna play God mama. I honestly think that a lot of them genuinely don't understand the responsibility that comes with it.
Yeah. Like you said, I think today it's just a title. You
It
know.
is.
Yeah, and that's
Hmm.
that's a scary thought.
It is.
With your walk in Christ, um do you what's your how does it differ, um or how is the godmother role for you in a spiritual context?
It's an interesting question. So I would also almost say that in the spiritual context, like, number one, I look at you as an extension of my family, as one of my own children.
Hmm.
And in my prayers, I keep all of you covered in prayer, lifted in prayer constantly. So, you know, in my walk today, of course, is totally different than it was even 10 years ago. But I want you always, all of you, each one of you, lifted in prayer and covered by the blood of Jesus all the time.
Yeah.
Where 20 years ago, that wasn't my story.
Mhm.
I was a Christian, I was baptized a Christian, but I wasn't walking a walk with the Lord.
Mm. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Um, with the godparent role, there is definitely a responsibility to cover,
Mhm.
to pray for, to protect,
Correct.
spiritually. Um,
Yes.
even if we are 900 miles away, praying.
2000.
2,000. Sheesh. Well,
It's
let me get on
2000.
my let me get on my bicycle. I'll be there in a
Right.
couple
In a
weeks.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you are a mother of four.
Yes.
Um, Talk to me about your experience, as a mother, your
Oof.
early stages, of parenthood. Like, what? Tell me about
Wow.
that.
It was probably the scariest time of my life. And, you know, at that time, I mean, I was 16 when I got pregnant. I was 17 when I had Brooke. And then 18 months later, I had Anthony. And I, it was a whirlwind. Like, I really didn't know what I was doing. I grew up with my kids.
Mhm.
And being a mother, I don't care what age you are, you don't get a handbook that says this is how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, hindsight being 2020, being in the walk that I'm with the Lord now, do I wish that I had raised them differently and been walking along this whole entire path with the Lord? Yes. Now, all of my kids were raised in the church, though, because either my parents took them to church or Miss Farmer took them to church. They were in church all the time.
Right.
All my kids had been baptized. You know, they all know the Lord. I just, again, hindsight's 2020. I wish I had done a lot of things differently. But again, we grew up together. So
Mhm.
it was definitely, it was a road, boy. It was
Yeah.
a road. Yeah.
Yeah. You brought up, your mom. I had the pleasure of being around Miss Nancy, and Mr. Dewey. Great
Oh,
people. I
Dad.
I love him. When they passed, it hit me, as well. But talk to me about, Nancy. Talk to me about who she
Mm,
was to you, and how that experience with your mother went.
let me tell you. I'm going to try to get through it without crying. I can't promise that.
Come on.
Having been adopted, my parents, they chose, they made a conscious choice. Now, of course, every single one of us that gives birth, we're making a choice.
Mhm.
But my parents literally sought out a child, you know, both me and my brother. We were both adopted. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I really understood the gravity of the unconditional love that I had been given. Like, Nancy never, ever, ever, ever treated me like I wasn't from her womb.
Mm.
She is my mother forever.
Mhm.
I mean, I respect Anne, who is my birth mother, because she could have made a decision not to bring me into this world.
Mhm.
And Anne recognizes she's not my mother. Nancy Williams is my mother.
Mhm.
And she was the kindest, most gentle, God fearing little Christian lady. Like, she never had a drink, she never smoked a cigarette. It's funny, I was talking the other day about there's been like a handful of times in my life that I heard her curse, and it was only like maybe the S word, and it was because she either dropped something or something scared her. But I mean, she didn't cuss. She didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
she was just. Uh, I wish. I hope that I am a fraction of the woman that she was,
Mhm.
because she was an amazing, oh, an amazing mother. And
Yeah.
before she died, I apologized to her because I was an awful daughter. I was especially as a teen. Like they just wanted to love me and just give me everything.
Mm.
But because they were these little country people from born in 1928, the Northwestern Hills of North Carolina, they lived a very sheltered life. And then they raised me in Suitland.
Wow.
And unfortunately, they didn't educate me enough. They truly sheltered me far too much.
Mhm.
And I was just a horrific teenager. I was.
Well, my recollection of Miss Nancy in particular. Um, first things first, she loved my curls. She loved my curls. I
Yes.
do remember that. But
Yep.
she was just a very loving woman.
Absolutely.
I remember her exactly the way you described her. What I will say about Miss Nancy, that's something that she found funny, but I didn't. She had a little dog, little Ginger. I mean, and
You sure it
again,
wasn't Gina?
Gina. Well, I kept
Gina.
saying
It was
Ginger.
Gina. No, it's
Gina,
Gina. It was
that
Gina. Yeah.
little runt.
Wasn't she like a
I
little hot dog kind of?
Yeah, and she pushed
Yeah.
me out the front door. I don't know if I don't know if you remember that, but I can remember that. I was young and we came in the house and that little thing came around the corner and I backed up a little bit and she jumped on me and I fell right out the front door.
She just wanted
And
to love on you. So
yeah, well, you know what? Nancy thought that was funny. And from there on out, I told everybody that I was allergic to dogs because
oh
of
Lord,
little Gina.
because of little
But
Gina.
but with Nancy though, your name on Instagram is Nancy's daughter,
Yeah,
and that's an ode to her. It
it
was
is.
it was a pleasure knowing her, and I
Thank you.
yeah, she was amazing.
And we'll stop talking about mom after this.
Okay.
When she was diagnosed with cancer, she didn't want me to know.
Mm.
And we found out by accident because Tracy, my daughter Tracy, had called her because she had been having pains and mom just kind of blurted it out because Tracy got on her nerves. And I mean, but Tracy was genuinely calling her out of concern. Grandmother, what's going on? What's wrong? What did you find out? And she was like, well, I guess I have cancer. And when Tracy called me, my world stopped. And I'll fast forward to the last time that I went home. She was laying on the couch when I walked in the door. And I went over and sat on the sofa with her and gave her a hug. Now, but I asked her why she didn't want me to know. And she said, because you and Chris are married and you're happy. And I didn't want to interrupt that.
Mm.
And I said, you sacrificed your life and took care of me. It's my turn to do that for you.
Mm.
And this time when I came back home, she hugged me and she said, how long are you staying? And I said, how long do you want me to stay? And she said, forever.
Mm. Yeah, that one. Ugh.
That was it. And I mean,
Yeah.
I was there with her for her forever.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change a thing. So, okay, now that I'm crying,
Oh. No,
Let's
that's
go.
it's
Woo.
beautiful, and that
Yeah.
actually is a good point, a good segue because when you raise when you care for your kids, when you really care for your kids and you get older in life, those kids will take care of you as well. And so when you sacrificed your life in that moment to care for her, like I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And you all as mothers, you know, it's important to care for your kids because
Yeah.
if you don't, they're not gonna care for you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I was blessed and fortunate to be able, to go and do it.
Yeah. Dear children, Brooke, Anthony, Tracy, DJ, my god siblings. I talk to me about them. Talk to me about how it was raising them.
I mean, again, each one of them was different. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
like every pregnancy was different, every child was different. All four of them were raised in the same household, but yet they all are individual human beings. And it's so interesting to me to just watch, how different they are.
Hmm.
I mean, but again, I grew up with them. So it, it was good, it was bad, it was, you know what I mean? It was beautiful,
Hmm.
it was ugly, it was beautifully broken, it was all of the things. And we made some wonderful memories together.
Hmm.
And it was a joy, even though there were struggles. I wouldn't have made it through parenting if it had not been for my parents. Because as a single teen mom, my parents helped me a lot. But raising them, I mean, yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I am proud to be their mother. And I am proud of the adults that they are.
Amen. Amen. I pray that when they see this, they hear that part.
Me too.
I pray they hear that part.
Me too.
Um, how do you cover your children spiritually, even as adults? We kind of talked about it with B, but with your children, how do you cover them spiritually, even as
Mm,
adults?
I have their names written in my Bible. I pray for them every single morning before my feet hit the floor. I pray for their health, their safety, their prosperity. I pray that they are covered in the blood every day of Jesus, and I pray for their salvation because I do not want to be in eternity without them.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah,
Um, have you ever had to release control and just trust God with your children completely?
totally.
Yeah.
Too many times to count. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's very, very hard. When they're children under the age of 10, you have a lot of control as a parent and you can shield them, protect them, guide them. But as they get older and grow, they become, they form their own personalities. And then as adults, it's so hard as a mother to sit back and see your kid making a mistake. And I don't care what age, it's hard to watch them make mistakes and know that I was going to say the only thing I can do is pray, but the best thing I can do is sit over here quietly and pray.
Yeah. Well, you kind of answered my next question. Um,
Okay. All
how
right.
did you how did you handle watching them go through things you couldn't fix?
Prayer.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Hmm.
A lot of a lot of prayer.
Yeah.
And let me also say this. There were a lot of times where I reacted in the flesh, out of hurt, out of anger. And you know, there are definitely things that I wish I could go back and change, but I can't, because I've gotten to a point now where I'm pretty proud of how I do not react that way as much anymore. I mean, I'm still human. I'm still me. I'm still going to react very Amira and I had an argument the other day. It was I called it a debate,
Hmm.
but I had to apologize later because I was just very passionate. And I told her, I said, I just want you to understand my passion comes out of love.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's always a place of love. So I pray that they all know that, my kids and my grandkids, that my passion comes from a place of love.
Yeah. I think that kind of in the moment it's hard to catch that,
It
especially
is.
when, mother and child are going back and forth,
Yeah.
I've been a child and having those moments with my mom
Yeah.
and, just getting completely frustrated, but
Yep.
you know, in retrospect understanding like she's only doing that and saying that cuz she loves me. um
Exactly.
as a child, I think it's it's harder to understand in the youthful years, but as we get older, I pray that, we as children understand that.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Um, how did you learn to respect your children as individuals while still being their mother?
Ooh, that's hard. Like, that's really hard. Um, I think you learn it by trial and error. You have to have some of those difficult, white knuckle conversations, arguments, just whatever, to find your way through that sometimes. So I would, and again, I wasn't walking with the Lord. So today I can say I would try to get, I would do it by prayer and fasting and, all kinds of different things. But I think a lot of it's just trial and error. You got to get through it sometimes. You got to go through it to get to the other side. So,
Um, as a mother, is there any way that you can make up for the mistakes you made as a mother?
no, I don't think so. The only way that you can fix a mistake, in my opinion, is to learn from it, to grow from it, and try not to repeat it.
Yeah.
You know,
hmm what advice do you have for young mothers or um, the younger generation who want to be mothers?
let's start with the ones that want to be mothers. Don't rush.
Mhm.
Don't rush. Live your life, enjoy your youth, and establish yourself first. You know, make sure you're ready and make sure you fully understand that once you give birth and once you conceive, that life depends on you 100%. And unfortunately, I feel like sometimes getting pregnant is a fad too. I might have been guilty of that myself at 16, because I thought it was an amazing thing that I was, pregnant. And it wasn't,
Mm,
because I was too young. I wasn't
right.
ready,
hmm
but so I would say just take your time, live your life, get yourself established, and then have children. You're never fully ready. You know what I mean? You're just never fully ready. So, and to the young women having children, or that already have, young women with children or pregnant, give yourself grace, love yourself, give yourself grace. And again, there is no rule book, there is no guide. It's all going to be okay, but
Yeah.
give yourself grace and love on yourself and surround yourself with a wonderful village
Yeah.
because it's important.
That's definitely important.
Yeah.
Because it does take a village. I think that
Mhm.
that that euphemism is thrown around, but I mean, like, when you truly have
Yeah.
a village that cares for you and your child, like, that's important. That child will prosper behind a good village.
Yes.
Sometimes parents, like Will Smith says, sometimes parents just don't understand. But if you
It's
have
true though.
people in, yeah, but if you have people
Mhm.
in your village
Yeah.
that they can go to, and
Right.
you welcome them going to,
Yeah.
um it definitely, it's another outlet of
Hmm.
somebody that you trust, that will send
Yeah.
your child in the right direction. And I think that's what I have with you. You being a part of
Hmm.
my village. I know
Yeah.
Tracy trusts that if I need to if I can't talk to her about what I'm going through,
Yeah.
Brandon can pick up the phone and call Danae, and I trust that Danae is going to guide him, keep it real, and be what she can't be for me.
Right.
So the village is definitely important.
Absolutely.
I got one last question, and then I might got a surprise for you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You know I'm good for it, right?
I know.
I
And I know you're sneaky. I know.
don't know what you're talking about. um, well, if your children were sitting here right now, what would you want them to truly understand about your journey as a mother?
Hmm. that the road wasn't easy, that I was young, that I was learning as I was going along. But at the end of the day, I would have down my life for them. I still would. And that I love them unconditionally. There's nothing, if I can do it, I will do it. And I just want them to know that again, I love them with every fiber of my being.
Mm.
Good, bad, or ugly. It doesn't matter.
Amen. I feel like that's to me as well. I'm gonna take,
Absolutely it is.
yeah.
Absolutely. And Brand will
um,
lie too.
yeah.
Let's not leave them
I
out.
don't want to take away from, your
Yeah.
message to your children, but I've always felt like, your mom to me as well. So I truly feel that.
Good. I'm
If
glad.
they were sitting right here, I would hope that they again hear that part. But
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you. We're gonna try it out.
Okay.
We're gonna see
Let's
if it
see.
works. But I might have uh well, the last question was, if your children were sitting here right now, what would you want them to truly understand about your journey? But joining us tonight, um we're gonna bring one of your children up on stage.
Oh, look
So
at you.
let's see if we can get some audio working. Ha!
Hello.
There she
Hey,
is.
y'all gonna make me cry for real.
Welcome to the
Well, you
Wisdom
deserve
Room.
it now.
Oh,
Welcome
I
to the
can
Wisdom Room
hear her.
podcast. My god sister, Tracy.
Hello,
Um,
hello.
welcome. What's up, god sis?
How you doing?
I'm good.
This
I
lady
You,
can't
just
hear
had me
her.
backstage
uh, uh,
boo-hooing.
she can't hear you.
I
What
can't
was
hear
that?
her.
She can't hear you. Mm.
Oh,
Y'all make me sick.
oh.
Man, it was so good. It was
I
such a
know
good.
it was going
It was
great.
so
It was going
good.
great because I
It
can
was
hear
real good
everything.
until
Oh
I can't
man.
hear her loud mouth.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going. Nay, you stay
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna talk to
Okay.
Tracy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Tracy, you are actually my mom's godchild. You're named after my mom, and me and you grew up together. I got pictures of us. You used to bite me too. Like don't think I forgot about that. You used to bite me, but whatever. You had the privilege of being Danae's child, and seeing that as it's Mother's Day. Um, the surprise, I know she can't hear you, but having you come on is is great. But I got a couple questions for you as it pertains to your mom.
Okay.
All right. What's your favorite memory of your mom growing up?
It's dangerous.
Mm.
It's funny because I can still hear her.
Yeah, that is dangerous. I can hear her too.
Oh yeah.
Um, I think one of my favorite memories, um, it would have to be when she used to work at the bowling alley. When she used to work on the Andrews base at the bowling alley with Denise.
I remember that.
And yeah, so we after school would go up there and spend evenings there, and I got to learn how to bowl.
Hmm.
And I would just
I'm
I
so
would get so
afraid.
tired that I would find a corner and go lay down and fall asleep until it was time for her to go home. But I think that that's one of my fondest memories when looking back on things now as an adult, because I when I look at it, I'm like, this lady was working her butt off while I'm over here sleeping, having fun, learning how to bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I remember her being over there. I remember coming up there and bowling a couple times. That was
Mhm,
definitely very fond memories. Very fond memories. Um,
definitely.
can you share a moment about your mom when she showed up for you that you'll never forget?
Um, so my moment is actually it's more than one moment. It's been almost my entire journey of parenthood. My mom has showed up for me time and time again as a grandparent for a granddaughter. It has been far from an easy journey. When I found out I was pregnant, I found out the day that I started college, and I was sitting in class, and I sent her a text message, and I said, "I have something to tell you." She said, "What?" So I said, "I'm pregnant." Said, "What you gonna do about that?" I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, she's always been one of those who tried to warn me about things, and that's not a relationship for you. Those aren't your friends, things like that. And I was always the one to push back. Out of all her kids, I was always the rebel. I always went against what she told me to do. So, here it is. I put myself in a situation where I'm gonna learn. You decided to go out here and be grown, so you're gonna learn. And even still to today, she helps with, little things, whether it's Aaliyah needing somebody outside of a parent to speak to vent. She's there for it all. So that right there is it.
Yeah. Bird, it's funny. I talked to Bird the other day. Aaliyah, I'm sorry, Aaliyah. We call her Bird. And I can remember Bird being real small, and to see her now, is actually all of Yaya's little Yaya's growing up. Kennedy's birthday is today. She's 20. Amira's
She's
21.
crazy.
It's we're growing up, and but I do see, I like I said, I got to go to Vegas, and me, her, and Amira got to spend time together in Belay, and it
Yeah.
was to see her as a Yaya, and being that outlet for them, just like she's been that outlet for me. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Um, but yeah, definitely, I know she's helped out a lot with Aaliyah, and I know that you're grateful for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. One last question for you.
Okay.
Right. What's one word you would use to describe your mom, and why?
The word I'm gonna say resilient. And I say resilient because growing up, my mom and I didn't really have that close relationship where, I go and talk to her about things, or a boy I liked, or what was going on in school. I was the rebel. So the only time that we really communicated was when I was in trouble. Um, but as an adult, I say that the word resilient is best to describe her, because even today, and looking back at everything that we've ever gone through, I never once saw her give up. I never once saw her fold. I never saw her even attempt to look like she was going to give up. Anytime that she ever felt like she was overwhelmed with her problems, she held that to herself. She would go and let it out in her room behind closed doors. And we didn't ever really get to see that. So as an adult, I definitely look and see, like, she tried to warn me, as a kid, you're always told, don't rush to grow up. Don't, be in such a rush to age yourself, slow down and enjoy life. And I wish that advice, I really wish that I had taken the time to listen to.
I definitely agree with you with a word to describe her as resilient. Um,
Oh,
with everything that she went through early,
Yeah.
midlife, and then now to see her, especially in her walk with Christ,
Yeah.
and be redeemed, and staying with it. Like you said, I've never seen her even attempt to give up.
Yeah.
So that's a great word to describe your mother. But I
oh.
thank you for coming on. Is there anything you want to leave your mom with, even though she can't hear it? What you got for her?
Happy Mother's Day. And then the day after is your birthday. So happy birthday as well. And again, you had me backstage boo-hooing, speaking about grandmother. And I am very proud of you and your growth, especially with, listening to you open up and speak about your adoption. I can remember when there was a time where that wasn't an easy discussion for you. So I'm very proud of you, and I love you, and thank you for everything that you've done and continue to do.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you for those words. I know she can hear you, but she can't. I don't know. There is an audio mix up here tonight,
It's crazy.
but Tracy, thank you for coming on. Thank you for
Of course.
sharing. And just thank you for being there for her.
I
I
love you.
I
I,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
all right. Thank
All
you. Love you
I love
guys.
you.
Talk to you
I love
later.
you.
Bye.
right. See ya. Well, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. Oh,
Listen, don't make me
yep.
cry no more.
Ha! I'm good. I'm good for a
And
good surprise.
then I'm gonna
You know,
cry all over again once you piece this together.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got some edits that I'm gonna put
Mm,
together. Make it
mm-mm.
look real good. But
Okay.
yeah, definitely. I because you're not here, and because I like to do cutaway scenes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out what to do, so I called
Yeah.
Tracy, and definitely she was definitely up for coming on and speaking a little bit about you. Um,
Thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
and she used to bite me. Let's get back to
Oh,
that. Like,
I mean,
get your
listen,
kid, yeah,
she was a little out of control for a minute too.
yeah,
Little
definitely.
terror.
Actually, me and mom were going through. Mom brought my baby books down,
Hmm.
and we were going through pictures, and yeah, there's pictures of me and Tracy, sitting in the living room at Nana Crump's house,
Yep.
pool parties and
Yep.
birthday parties. It was definitely a flashback, but a trip
Yeah.
down memory lane that was definitely good.
Oh,
Um,
good.
well, Godmother,
Yes.
I don't. We went through all the questions, and I truly thank you, not just for being on this show and coming on and sharing your wisdom and your transparency, but I genuinely want to thank you for being my godmother.
It's an honor. It really is an honor.
Yeah. Um, would you like to leave us with anything, any advice for the mothers out here, or anything you'd like to say to leave us with?
For the mothers out here, just never give up on yourself. Love the Lord first and then love you. And if you're if you are loving the Lord and if you're loving yourself, then that love is going to pour out into everybody else.
Mhm. Definitely. Well,
Yeah,
great wisdom. Thank you again for everything that you
absolutely.
poured out here.
Yeah.
I truly appreciate it, and God appreciates it as well.
Thanks again for having me.
Definitely. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up? This is Chuck. I'm Tracy's husband. Want to give a big happy Mother's Day and a big shout out to my mother-in-law. I just want to say happy Mother's Day, Mom. I appreciate everything you've done for the family. I lost my mom about last year, around July, and she was one of the first people to actually reach out and tell me her door's always open. I appreciate it. I swear I do. It's been hard for me, but I know you're always gonna be there for us. I remember times when your daughter was a pain in my butt. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna call mom because who knows their child better than their parent? So I just want to say thank you for everything.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wisdom Room podcast. Joining me now are my mother, Tracy Carter, and my godmother, Danae Scott, joining us virtually. Ladies, I just want to thank you all for joining us today, for all the wisdom that you all have already poured out, and everything that's about to pour out here. I'm honored to have both of you all in the same room. Well, Danae's virtual, but I mean, figuratively speaking, you all both have been mothers to me in ways that my life has been blessed because of. And so, with this episode falling on Mother's Day, I definitely wanted to get you all's wisdom, give you all the opportunity to share, and also maybe help a mother that's struggling out. So I appreciate both of you all. It brings me joy to have you all together.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Happy to be
uh,
here.
yeah. Well, everybody, we have made it to one of my favorite parts of the show now. We started this a couple weeks ago, but with the moms here in studio, we're going to do rapid fire wisdom. So, ladies, we've gone over the rules. You guys ready?
Let's go.
All right. Mom, you
Do it.
ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Danae, one word to describe motherhood.
Challenging.
Mom, discipline or grace?
Discipline.
Both of you, what is the hardest stage? Baby, teenager, or adult?
Adult.
All of the above. All of it.
Facts.
Danae, pray or worry?
Pray.
Mom, let go or hold on?
Combination of both.
Both of you, protect or prepare?
Prepare.
Prepare. I agree.
Mom, soft heart or tough skin?
Both.
Danae, listen or correct?
I think you have to find a balance and do both.
Mom, respect or affection?
Respect.
Both of you, obedience or understanding?
Again, I think there's a fine line.
Balance. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to find the balance.
Mom, structure or freedom?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Retrospect. Structure.
Danae, shield them or expose them to reality?
I think there's a fine line in that as well. You have to do both. Depending upon where you live, let me say that. You have to find the fine line in there.
That's a great answer. Both of you, correct in private or in the moment?
In the moment,
Mom?
that might not be the right answer, but in the moment, I think is most effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the age of the child.
Yeah.
Because I
Sometimes
think
there's
that's important.
That look,
Yes.
and that just says a lot.
I've gotten plenty
Yes.
of those looks over my
Yes.
lifetime.
Yes, you have.
I still get those looks.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Mom, be needed or be appreciated?
Appreciate it, I guess.
Okay. Danae, lead or step back?
Depends on what stage of life they're in.
Okay. Both of you, what's one thing every mother should hear?
Thank you.
Ditto. Mhm.
Mom, what's one thing every child should understand?
Ooh. Ooh. Can I go?
Go.
Sure.
Mothers aren't perfect. We don't
Mhm.
come with a book
Oh, that's where I was
of
going.
how to do it and
Mhm.
give us grace.
Amen.
There's no etch manual in that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mom, one word you want your child to remember you by?
I don't know. Oh gosh. Goofy. I don't know.
Goofy?
Yeah.
You want me to
I can be goofy
you
because that takes the pressure off of a lot of other things. But that's I can remember the problem.
Breathe alive. Mom wants us to remember her the word goofy. Remember that. Danae,
Sarcastic.
That, yeah, there you go.
It might be more fitting.
I, I definitely get my sarcasm honestly.
Yes.
Danae, one prayer you never stopped praying for your children.
When I started praying consistently, it is that the Lord would protect, provide, but most importantly, that they would all come to know Him because their eternal salvation means so much to me.
It's deep.
Amen.
Yes.
Both of you. Wow, hold on. I lost my.
Keep up with yourself,
Oh,
Brandon. Come on.
yeah, Bradley fired. Both of you, respect or affection.
Respect.
Yeah. Cool. And that, folks, was rapid fire wisdom with my mom and my godmom. Thank you, ladies. That was fun,
Thank
right?
you. It
That was
was.
fun.
Thank
That
you.
was
That
fun.
was good.
Yeah. With this being Mother's Day, again, I just want to thank both of you for who you all both have been in my lives.
In your lives? How many lives?
Right. You got more
In
than
my
one?
life. No, my life. My life. Thank you for being the moms in my life. Effie. Yeah. But you all, I don't know who I am or where I'd be without both of you. You raised me. You
I tried hard.
you did. And I knew I always had mom. And for you, Danae, especially in my adult life, you're a mom that I can pick up the phone and get some real talk.
Yeah.
You check me when I'm wrong. You hold me accountable, and you don't hold back. And for both of you, having you all in my lives, I am blessed to have both of you with me. So
It's an honor. It is.
yeah,
It truly is an honor.
yeah. We've reached the end of the episode. But I usually like to give my guests a couple moments to just share any kind of wisdom that you want to leave us with. Mom, I'll start with you. Any wisdom, any motherly wisdom you want to leave us with?
Parenting can be difficult.
Yeah.
Single parenting, more difficult.
Yeah.
I think both of us were very fortunate to have our parents in our circle
Absolutely.
for support in the ways that they were able to support. And to have people in your circle that's going to lift you up.
Yeah.
It always, every day is different when you're young and you're trying to figure out your own life, let alone life that you just brought into the world. And
Yeah.
you get older, they get older. And it's not every day was difficult.
Mhm.
There were difficult days.
Yeah.
And
That's
we had
good.
fun. And we, did things that I didn't think we would be able to do.
Mhm.
So, and you have to adapt. And I did. I think I tried my best.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for sharing your wisdom in motherhood. I thank you for being my mom.
Thanks for being my sister.
Anytime,
Whatever. So much choice there.
Yeah. Godmama Danae, would you like to leave us with any motherly wisdom?
I think I'm going to kind of go back to what I was talking about a minute ago because for young mothers, for expectant mothers, give yourself grace, get rooted, get planted, find a firm foundation, surround yourself with people who are going to lift you up and not pull you down. And I can't say enough, give yourself grace. It is a learning process. Give yourself time to learn and grow as a woman and as a mother. I'll leave that.
Amen. Amen. Well, I thank you for being my godmother. I'm blessed to have you in my life. And I can't thank both of you enough for taking time to come on the Wisdom Room podcast on Mother's Day, share some wisdom with not just mothers, but also giving fathers a look into, what motherhood looks like. Sometimes we don't see it. We don't, there are a lot of times where we're out and about and we don't see the things that you all go through daily. See the rambunctious kids jumping around, men, this is a good insight to what the moms go through. And I think we need to keep that into perspective when we are when we're all parents. So,
Yeah.
Ladies, I thank you again for joining the Wisdom Room podcast.
Welcome.
This has been episode 10, A Mother's Wisdom on the Wisdom Room podcast. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Have a blessed night.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama Danae. We love you.
Yay.
Happy Mother's Day, Bella and Danae. We love you.
Reed and Cheyenne, they're the moms.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do what we, of course, as grandmas want to. So
There it is. I got her to say it.
delete that.
Thank you guys. Have a good night. We're done.
Edit that out. Edit that.
Not a chance. If Mel is gonna know that I got her age wrong, then I'm definitely
I'm not telling Mel nothing.
I'm keeping that because you all don't understand. These two women, it is a thing for them not to be called grandma. Okay,
Yes.
and I got
That's just today. I mean, no, you don't hear grandma.
right.
You don't.
When
Well, I just
Amiri,
stuck my foot in my mouth. How about
girl, yes. When the girls were growing up, Aunt Dee Dee used to tell them all the time, call her grandma, call her grandma. And I was like, you will get these kids beat. Stop it.
That's what I do that to this day with Mel.
Yeah.
Go tell grandma. Her
Mhm.
name's Grandma.
You'll get them beat.
It's that was gold.
Well, you better not let that go.
I have to.
Anyway.
I have to.
Did you know that God will give you wisdom to get through the test you think you're about to fail? He will also put you in rooms where wisdom is already there. You just have to go grab it. That's the kind of God we serve. Welcome to the Wisdom Room.